And now it's time for a Q&A from you, the viewers, and I went through the Facebook group this week to find some questions of interest. The first one comes in from Ben Cossett about Blu-ray drives that can rip 4K discs. He knows there are a few, but then there were firmware updates that made them less useful for that purpose, and that is definitely the case. My suggestion would be to go to the link that you see on screen here. This will take you to the Make MKV forums, where people are keeping everyone up to date on which drives and which firmware will work for 4K rips. And you can see right here the current list of drives that are capable. Apparently there are now unofficial firmwares or ways to downgrade your firmware to firmwares that supported ripping if your drive is newer, but they do come fraught with some risk. And you definitely want to read up on these things ahead of time here, because there was one person here who had made a firmware update and put the wrong firmware on his drive, and now he's kind of got a doorstop. I guess there are ways to salvage things, but it's not easy. So you'll definitely want to do some research here if the drive you're using doesn't have the right firmware on board. But there are now some folks on that forum who are selling drives that they have put the firmware on, so you can check out those things on the forum too. And this is really the best place to go for this information. I do 4K rips quite a bit. My drive is one of the LG drives that's supported. I am not touching that firmware because I want to have that functionality retain as time goes on here. And this is just the cat and mouse games that go on between the industry and consumers here, trying to get the most out of their 4K experience, unfortunately. But check out the forums here. I think it'll be really helpful.
This channel is brought to you by the Lon.TV supporters, including gold-level supporters, the Four Guys with Quarters podcast, Chris Allegretta, Tom Albrecht, Mike Talbert, Brian Parker, and Kalyan Kumar. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to Lon.TV/support to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit Lon.TV/s.